Good morning and hello everybody. CONiQ Process welcomes you from the K 2022 in Düsseldorf, the leading trade fair for the plastics and rubber industry. And we're happy to have you here in our special streaming event, live and on stream. In the next about 25 minutes, we're going to give you an overview of what key topics CONiQ Process has to offer for you this year. And we're going to take a look at the new CONiQ Control, the, I might say, star of this whole live stream. My name is Anna Schäfer. I'll be asking the questions and make sure that you get all the information that you need out of our experts. Speaking of that, if you have any questions, let us know, don't hesitate, you can post them beyond the stream. If you're watching as a live human being, you can just write them down and hand them over to my colleague, and we'll be happy to include them into our Q&A at the end of this session. So, let's get started. First, we want to give you a quick overview of what CONiQ Process does and what's been important in the last couple of years. And I'm doing that with no one less than Peter Groll, the CTO, and he has been with the company for over 30 years, and he has been the Chief Technology Officer since 2019. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Anna. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good to have you here. Peter, CONiQ Process is operating in many different industries, from performance materials to infrastructure to energy, and you offer a huge variety of different technologies. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, correct. We are operating in a lot of industries, and our customers out of those industries operate with a lot of different bulk materials. And here around bulk materials is our expertise in the field of weighing and feeding equipment, of milling equipment, and even of bulk material handling packages as well as conveying systems.
Okay. 30 years is a long time, so I suspect you have a lot of insight. How has the development been in the last years of the company, and which topics have become more and more important to you?
Yeah, definitely the recent years have impacted quite a lot because of the political and economical environment. So a lot of changes happened, and we see that even with our customers. Our customers focus much more on sustainability issues, on cost-saving topics, OPEX reduction issues. They consider more and more to reduce waste, to get a better footprint, a CO2 footprint. This is really important. Second topic I see clearly, and this was coming a bit with the COVID crisis, that a lot is more remote and online, like us at the moment.
Like us.
And yeah, definitely, especially on the service side, we have experienced a lot more is going now via remote connection to the customer and assist tools for the customer to serve the customer even on a long distance very easy and directly.
Okay.
Last topic I would say is clearly digitalization. So digital mining becomes really a topic now, data collection, data analysis, and derived services from that.
Today we're at the K. We're at the start of a very exciting week for you, I think. It's the second day. What are you presenting this year on your booth?
Yeah, we have on our booth today, we have much more an integrated approach, I would say. There are still the classic mechanical weighing and feeding devices which you see, but all together with the new technologies from the digital add-on side up to, of course, our CONiQ Control, which is even a game changer now in this relation. So it is a focused approach around our capabilities, but a more integrated one.
Okay. Before I ask you about the game changer, the K also puts a focus on circular economy, sustainability and digitalization this year. How important are especially circular economy in your company, and how are you addressing them?
Yeah. I would say it is in any way important, but of course it has to be balanced. Everything which we are doing in this direction has to go with the old economy together with the new world. From this point of view, topics like circular economy are especially important, talking about new usage of recycled materials or biomass materials, for example. This is more and more important. On the digitalization side, as I just mentioned, very important to optimize processes for our customers based on digital information, on data analysis. And this is what you see today here in our booth. You can experience a virtual reality. You can have a look to the CONiQ interaction. All of this gives you a feeling about that.
And right here, right now, we're launching your new controller, the CONiQ Control. And how does that apparatus contribute to circular economy?
Yeah, this is again the major part of our application. The control technology is controlling the feeding process especially. So it takes care about accuracy, about dosing quality, and this makes it possible to use materials very efficiently, to be careful with any kind of emissions based on any industrial processes like combustion processes which might come up because of the usage of such raw materials. And here CONiQ is a major contributor in the application, and with all the linkage possibilities of CONiQ, the integration possibilities into the industrial processes, this is a big step.
And compared to other controllers in the loss-in-weight industry, how is the CONiQ Control special?
Yeah, it is, as I said, a game changer, because it is, let's say, fitting with the industrial capabilities and needs, requirements from the industrial side with, let's say, an operating experience, a user interface which is really intuitive, like you know this from the daily business with your tablet or with your phone. And there is even more, there is a guided interfacing to the operator, which is very helpful, and this is really a game changer because in former times the classic controllers in the industry have been more difficult to handle and have been not as simple as CONiQ is today.
I think a lot of might be curious to get their hands on the new device. When can your customers purchase it, and is it here and can we test it?
Yeah, it is here, of course. You can test it, come to our booth, try it out. You will see it's a nice experience with the new controller, and of course you can buy it because we have released it.
So go ahead, visit Hall 10, booth H45 Schenk Process. And yeah, Peter, thank you very much for these insights. So let's take a first look at the new CONiQ Control. Here we go. And we're back. So let's learn some more. Right next to me are the experts I've already been talking about. So this is, welcome, Felix Jakob. He's head of chemicals and performance materials EMEA. And on my right, welcome Marco Grimm, signal expert and control manager. Good to have you here. Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
So, I'm sure the two of you have been closely involved in the process, in the creation and the development of the new CONiQ Control. So, what were your goals developing it?
Yeah, as you have heard from Peter already, we are acting in many different industries. And obviously our biggest goal is to meet our customer demands. And what we did over the last couple of years was more or less to collect this feedback. What are the challenges of our customers? What are the trends? What do they need? And this is what we have facilitated in our new controller when it comes to easy to operate, when it comes to new standards of technology and also the data security.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also from the development point of view, we have new challenges regarding the ongoing transformation, digital transformation of our customers. So we need to adapt to their new environments. And with this new CONiQ Control technology, we offer a good ways for the implementation in the customer environment. We support the latest IT and OT technologies, and we set the point for the future of operation in our customers' environments.
Since your technologies can be used in a lot of different industries, and you've already spoken about your customer needs, for whom is the CONiQ Control most useful, and what do your customers want?
Yeah, that's a good question, and basically we try to limit it to nobody. So we address many customer needs. So that means we start in the plastics, where you need a lot of flexibility, where you have many changes of products. That means you need an easy to use with a high quality and high accuracy controller. Mm-hmm. The same is applicable for other industries. If you look at cement or also at batteries, where more and more quality standards need to be met with high accuracy. Mm. And also the digitization obviously comes up more and more across all these industries. And this is what we can facilitate and what we now proactively approach with our new controller in order to also enhance our customers to go down that route with us.
And what is the new controller doing exactly to meet these criteria?
So what we do, we have a very easy to operate interface. That means it's web-based. You can access it with any tablet, any mobile phone. That makes it super easy. Mm-hmm. Also, it's a very intuitive operation itself. That means it has an interactive assistant. So our clients have very easy to train the operators. Mm-hmm. Secondly, when it comes to weighing accuracy, what we do is we have implemented the latest hardware. Mm-hmm. That means we reduce the noise in the weighing signals, and by that even increase our accuracy. That in the end will lead to better qualities at the customer side, because we narrow down, let me say, the tolerances, whereas before we were already good, but now we are even better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Marco, as Felix already said, you put a huge focus on usability. So how difficult is it to use the new controller, and how long does it take to learn?
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to use actually. It's a web-based interface. We completely redesigned the user experience, the way the user interacts with the controller. We have assistance where you have step-by-step setup operation to make it much more easy for product changes on one hand, and also to setting up the controller, the whole feeding system. And we have learned also in customer trials and from the experience here at the booth that our customers, from the user experience, they much faster get into the system. It appears similar as a tablet, smartphone interface, so it's very easy to interact with. It's all touch-based, so we have we see from our customers that they really get into the system very quickly. So I would say half a day is enough to learn to get all with the system running. And we also have a service operation tools inside the controller, so everything is in one interface, and it's very comfortable. You have trending, you have historical data interfaces inside the controller. And this makes all the service processes and the operator processes much more usable than in previous generations.
So basically, I could learn it. I'll stay here half a day, learn it, and then I can
Sure,
operate loss-in-weight processes.
So we have that every day, new operators, new personnel in our customers' environments, and with this system we really get a big step forward in order to enable our customers and their personnel to get trained very quickly. Also in the system we have helping text for each setting in all languages, so it's really in one package all what you need to get used to the feeding system.
Okay. And we talked about the digitalization, key topic that you have at CONiQ Process. What benefits does the new controller bring in terms of digitization? Can you say a bit more about that?
Sure. Yeah, so the digitalization is really a big thing for our customers, and they want to secure their environments better. They want better interoperability with other products. And with the web-based technology we implemented in CONiQ Control, we make that much more usable. And also we are setting standards for security. We are using the latest web-based security technologies like TLS. We have certificate-based authorization. We have a user access management inside the controller. So this is really a big step for the whole industry. And of course, we also enable the customers to use all the relevant field bus interfaces on the controller. And we also offer the upgrade systems from current system by compatibility modes to our previous generations.
Okay. So everybody is very excited about the new controller, and you've proven that you're experts, the two of you. To conclude, for our viewers, what makes the CONiQ Control a game changer in your view?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a new generation of controllers meeting the highest standards and opening the doors to digitalization, meaning you have now the opportunity to use the CONiQ Control along with our CONiQ Cloud to add digital services on a very safe way and to make your products more intelligent.
Why is the CONiQ Control a game saver?
Yeah,
Changer, sorry.
I would say as a technologist, it's a brand new product. It's a very high computational power. We have completely changed the control system inside the controller. We have improved the performance and also the usability to make a feeder really a system where you have a good user interaction, and the controller is the brain of the feeder, so you get closer to the machinery. And I think it's very exciting also for the users to really be close to the process, and that's what CONiQ Control is about, to help the users in their processes and improve that.
All right. Thank you very much for your insights, the two of you. Now we're going to take a look what you wish to know from our experts. I'm going to take a deep dive into my into my questions. So, okay, first question. I think this might be a good one for you. How can I integrate the CONiQ Control into my running applications or into my production?
Yeah, so usually you have different field areas where you integrate the system. In the first place, our customers decide whether they want to have the Ethernet-based, IP-based application, and they can access the controller on this way. We offer a wide range of IP-based communication interfaces, and also we offer the possibility to integrate the system via field bus systems, for example DeviceNet, Profibus, Profinet systems, Ethernet IP, depending on the wishes of the customer. This is all possible via extensions on the controller. Also we have Modbus functionality, so there are many protocols we are providing to suit all applications for our customers. And of course also for higher level systems like control systems or ERP systems, or also cloud-based systems, we provide interfaces to contact the controller on a safe way.
set and broken down to a timing, how long does it take to integrate one thing into your infrastructure? What do you think?
So if you are experienced or you already have a controller from CONiQ Process in your environment, it just takes minutes.
Easy.
Because we have compatibility modes. If you decide to implement a new environment on a new production line, you can decide on which interface you are using, and it just takes minimal effort. We have a good documentation for all the implementation steps, and of course we also provide a good service for our customers to get best out of the controller.
Okay, nice. I have an industry-based question. That's going to be for you, Felix. Speaking of Industry 4.0/IoT, how can your machines interact with each other? I think more a broader question.
Couple times mentioned already. So we have on top of the CONiQ Control itself, we have our CONiQ Cloud, which in the future shall be the facilitator for the intelligence and all the intelligent algorithms to make our machines interconnected and also to work together in a more stable way and also to learn from each other. So that's basically our facilitator of digitization and also what we are working on continuously at the moment. And the CONiQ Control itself is basically the platform and the door opener for using these external services.
All right. So last question, I think for both of you, what's the next big thing you are working on?
Yeah, so CONiQ Control is actually a control platform, a big family with different types of mounting for the implementation, different types of software for different applications and industries. And of course, this is a big step now for this new technology. And we are also implementing new applications for other systems, for other feeding systems and also weighing systems. And there are many applications already in work. And they are step by step rolled out on CONiQ Control platform. And we're very excited to bring that also to the market and help our customers with the digitalization and the next generation for the future of feeding and weighing.
On the product level, on the industry level, what is your lookout for the future? What are you working on?
Yeah, basically it all comes down to digitization. That's really the critical topic, especially in EMEA, where efficiency becomes more important, easy to use, cost pressure is high. So we really develop intelligent solutions across our product portfolio, mainly with the CONiQ Cloud and the CONiQ Controls in cooperation, meaning working on a digital twin, make our products in that case feeders intelligent, where we have already developed first prototypes, but also going down that route, develop process condition monitoring services, process improvement services as add-ons for our machines and not limited to weighing and feeding, but also the rest of our equipment.
All right. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, everybody, for visiting, and thank you for being with us in our launch event. If you wish to see the CONiQ Control for yourself, and of course everything else that CONiQ Process has to offer this year at the K 2022, make sure to get in touch, make sure to pay a visit. It's Hall 10, booth H45, and stay tuned for the whole week. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much. Bye.